it's finally jacket weather,
I was just gonna say, you're wearing a jacket today.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
I'm a little toasty.
You're a little toasty in it?
Well, yeah, in your car, it's a little warm.
Oh my goodness.
No, please. Leave the heat. It's nice, actually.
No, you don't like it. Don't lie. I want to start with a bit.
Okay.
We're gonna do something fun in this episode, something that we haven't done before.
Yeah.
But I would like to start with us both. I'm gonna take my glasses off for this.
Okay.
I would like us both to just be looking forward.
Okay.
Deadpan, look forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, we can only do that for so long before YouTube.
Is this when I start talking about the Donner Party?
Yes, exactly. Tell me about the Donner Party and about how sometimes when you close your eyes, you can hear an old black man telling you stories.
Yeah. That's sort of a trope of his work, huh? A little bit.
Kubrick or of Stephen King?
Of King.
Oh, why?
Well, because I was thinking...
Well, I mean, I guess Shining, that was the main theme from The Shining.
Yeah.
Shining does come up in other King things.
Yes,
it's not just The Shining.
Yes, but I was also talking about, like, you know, for there's that trope of, like, for lack of a better term, I think it's called the magical Negro.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yes.
Right?
And which is like, yeah, very problematic.
Yeah.
Wise black person.
Basically, yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with a wise black person. No. It's when it's used as like a...
Oh, when it's the only black person in the story?
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, he sort of uses that in The Shining. Yep. He uses that in The Green Mile.
Oh, true.
Right.
Which is also Stephen King and...
Yeah.
Who directed that?
Oh, Frank Darabont.
Right, that's
right. Who did a couple of Stephen King movies.
Yeah, also of Walking Dead fame.
Yes.
The beginning of Walking Dead.
Yes.
He was a big Darabont. Yeah.
So on the subject of Stephen King movies, we had been talking about other fun games we could play.
Yes.
And you had pitched the idea of like a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
sort of
not
thing.
really an original idea by any means, but...
Oh, for sure, but it still could be fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Build a Mount Rushmore of Stephen King movie adaptations.
Yes. So when I think of this...
If you're not familiar with Mount Rushmore, you're not American.
Basically.
Yes, thank you.
Right? So when I think of this subject, right, what I think we should go for is the movies that are like the iconic Stephen King movies.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
That make you say that is the best adaptations of his movies.
We're gonna come to an agreement, right?
Yes, this is not a contest.
No. We're going to agree on 4 movies.
Yeah.
To be on the Mount Rushmore. I have a short list here in front of me of my 5 picks.
Okay.
What stands out to you first?
So honestly, the very first thing, when I think of anything Stephen King, the very first thing I think of is It.
Oh, okay. Which one do you think of?
Well, see, that's the thing, is the 1990s It miniseries.
Yeah, with Tim Curry.
With Tim Curry is so iconic.
Yeah.
But it's also such a goofy,
it's not
silly,
good.
It's not good.
No, it has
right?
not
That's
held
the
up.
thing. So it's like, what are we building the Mount Rushmore for? Are we trying to find the very best, or are we trying to find the most iconic?
Yeah, interesting. That would not even be on my top 5.
Yeah, same.
It in modern is like
infinitely better, I think.
Yes, better made, but also
not iconic.
The hype didn't hold up.
Yeah.
When it first came out, we were kind of like,
the first,
horror movies are art movies now too.
Yeah,
like
the first one was good, but
yeah, the second one's super forgettable.
Yeah.
Interesting. It is the first thing you think of. That would be on your 4?
No, it would not. But I wanted to use that as sort of like the building, the groundwork. So if not It, then we were talking about The Shining.
Yes.
I think that has to be there.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
Even though King doesn't even really like it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say though.
And
that's
it's not
the funny
like the
thing.
best adaptation.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking movie.
Yeah, so basically
one of the best movies, period.
I agree.
Yes.
Right, so building, from left to right.
Yes.
With the
He's
Mount
the
Rushmore.
George Washington.
Yeah, basically Jack Nicholson's face.
Jack Nicholson.
Right
okay,
there.
Great. I love that you said, because we gotta, what are we putting up there? Personally, I want Shelley Duvall's terrified face.
Yeah, okay, we
just
could do that
I think
too.
that'd be fun. But Jack with like his chin down and he's looking up at you, rolling his eyes in a way could also be fun. I'm cool with either.
Okay.
But I think Shelley Duvall is so good in that.
Yeah.
And there's obviously a lot of stories that like, you know, Kubrick was a little bit manipulative, which the way that he would like do takes over and over and over again to get you like past your breaking point so that you were actually, you know, emoting in a way that he felt fit for the scene.
Yeah.
I believe Shelley Duvall, rest in peace, right?
Yeah, she passed away.
But I think that she looked back on that experience relatively fondly.
Okay.
Which to me means that well, I guess people who are traumatized may not have the best outcome.
Yeah.
So who knows? Because I've heard stories either way, but like if you let's separate the art from the artist, right? And like, not that Kubrick is the most problematic person in the world by any means, but Shining, #1, without a doubt.
Oh, easily.
#1 with a bullet, right?
Okay, yeah.
What else do you got?
Okay, so a lot of people know King for horror, right?
Yes.
However, some of his best stuff, in my opinion, is not horror. Right? And I really think that one of his best works and best adaptations of all time is The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, great answer. Great answer. Shawshank Redemption, not even on my top 5, but for different reasons. I feel like it was something that like, also, wait, that is Frank Darabont too, right?
Yeah.
We already talked about that?
Yep.
Oh, that's the one we mentioned.
Yeah.
Wow, my memory
No. We mentioned Green Mile.
Oh, yes.
He did Green Mile.
Gotcha.
He did Shawshank.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And he did another one.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, Shawshank Redemption, I think is a great answer to put on there. I think I like as a kid, it was kind of on TV too much, and I just like didn't like love it. But it is a great movie, and I think that 100% needs to go on there. Who goes up? Tim Robbins or Morgan Freeman?
Oh, I feel like you got to do Morgan Freeman.
I think you got to do Morgan Freeman
because the entire story is from Morgan Freeman's point of view.
True.
He's even though the story is about Andy Dufresne,
right?
Morgan Freeman is the main character.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's stick to the non-horror.
Okay.
Because the second one for me is Stand By Me.
I was gonna suggest that. I think there has to be at least one non-horror movie on there.
Sure.
If not 2.
Sure.
Right? And I agree.
Well, the horror in Stand By Me is adulthood.
Oh, well, yes. The most truly terrifying horror known to
the
man.
actual real thing, because I know I'm not going to be going to a hotel in the middle of Colorado and like be convinced that I was there for the governor's ball in 1914 or whatever the fuck. But that's very, I feel like Stand By Me really resonated with me as a kid. It still resonates with me as an adult.
I agree.
I love a good kid caper movie. I mean, Goonies, I've probably said it before on the show, is like one of my favorite movies of all time. And Stand By Me is a close second in terms of that like kid adventure genre.
Yeah, and I think the thing I like the most about it is it's so sort of grounded in relatable reality. Yeah. Of things that like, even if you didn't go through the exact same things, or
even if you didn't find a dead body,
but like, you know, you either experienced something similar at that age, or you knew friends who experienced something similar at that age, right?
Yeah.
So
Stand By Me is fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to Scary Camp. What else you got?
Okay, so
I think Stand By Me might fall off depending on what we do here. I think Shawshank is more well-known, more iconic, and if we end up only picking one drama, maybe we lean Shawshank. What are your thoughts on that?
I think I would lean more towards Shawshank than Stand By Me.
Cool. So we got a 2A, 2B scenario.
Basically.
Right. What are you thinking horror-wise?
Okay, so horror-wise, right? Yep. I feel like there's so many classic, iconic King movies, right? But the one that always comes to mind for me, Carrie.
Oh, okay. All right, interesting. A movie I've only seen like one time.
Yeah.
The original.
The original, one from the 70s.
Yes, with Sissy Spacek.
Yes. See, when I think of Stephen King, right, and I think of his earlier works, right, especially in movie form, the one that always comes back to me is
I think that's a
Carrie.
great one. I think that's a great one. Yeah, the second one that comes to mind for me, horror-wise, is Misery.
That's a great one, too.
I love Misery. I love the simplicity of Misery. It is interesting because Carrie does that, like, supernatural, freaky... Is Firestarter Stephen King?
Oh, I'm not sure.
You know the Drew Barrymore movie that they... I recently saw that they remade? I don't know if Firestarter is Stephen King. It feels very Stephen King. It feels very Carrie adjacent. It's like, what if Carrie was a kid? Misery to me, and I don't know, it's just because I'm kind of in that, like, you know, winter mood, even though it hasn't really snowed here yet, you know what I mean? It's still, the simplicity of it, I think that's a good book. I read that book too, so that's another reason why I think these sort of, the ones that stand out to me, resonate with me, is because I've also read them. I've never read Carrie.
Okay.
So, all right, we've got a couple. What are some other ones that you think are at the top of the list, and we can sort of whittle it down to the 4?
Okay.
I feel like The Shining is on there 100%.
All right, yeah. So The Shining, I think we both agree with.
Yes.
Right, which I think most people would just agree with.
Yeah, 100%.
In terms of other horror movies, right? One that really freaked me out as a kid, Pet Sematary.
Ah, yes, Pet Sematary. Yep, I would agree. The original Pet Sematary is great. I saw
Sometimes dead is better.
Sometimes dead is better. Yeah, and you shouldn't be fucking with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. That's the famous line, you can't get there from here.
Yeah.
Which is a great line. It's one of my most favorite lines. I definitely annoy Jocelyn with that when we're in Maine. Anytime I go to Maine, I like to say, we can't get there from here. Fred Gwynn is the actor that says that. Also, Herman Munster.
Yes, and the judge from My Cousin Vinny.
Yes, the judge from My Cousin Vinny. Fred Gwynn has a great voice, a great presence.
Yeah.
What about The Dead Zone? You ever seen The Dead Zone?
I have not seen The Dead Zone.
Christopher Walken.
Okay.
Another one that I've read, so I think that's another reason that I like it. And then the last one on my list, which just an honorable mention, would not go up there because you'd have to put a Mack truck, but Maximum Overdrive. You ever seen Maximum Overdrive?
Yeah.
Fucking fun movie.
Yes.
Really fun movie. Absolutely coked out Stephen King era. I believe he was somewhat involved in that movie. Some of these movies he's not involved in at all, right?
Yeah.
He just like writes the book that it's based on. And then he got a little bit more involved in Hollywood, and he is I believe a self-described recovering addict.
Yes.
There are books that he wrote that he doesn't even remember writing, Cujo being one of them.
Yeah.
Cujo, a bad movie.
Yes, very much so.
Great book. Weird book because you have chapters from the perspective of the dog.
Yeah.
And there's just like long chapters of like, oh, I'm seeing tunnel vision, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's just describing Cujo over and over again. Dead Zone, I would not, based on the other ones that we mentioned, I wouldn't put it on the Mount Rushmore, but it just sort of, I don't know, it's fun. Christopher Walken's pretty good in it. It's like early era Walken.
Yeah.
All right, so let's whittle down to a top 5, including The Shining.
All right. So I think we definitely need The Shining up there.
And I did, right? Shawshank is a great one.
Shawshank right next to Jack Nicholson.
Yes, Morgan Freeman and Jack are up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna say that I think that we should go Misery.
Okay.
Because it's so different.
Yeah, I like that it's different.
Right?
I love that type of movie that's just like, nah, we're in a fucking house.
It's not supernatural.
Yep.
It's just very realistic, psychological horror.
Yep. She is a psychopath. She's absolutely like taking advantage of this man, and like, yeah, I just love that so much, that like super fandom. Stephen King likes to do that too. Tom Gordon is a similar book that's like based on someone who's a big fan of a baseball player.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it's called. Flash Gordon, Tom Gordon. No, yeah, Tom Gordon.
Yeah.
Right?
It's Flash Gordon is the space opera movie.
Yeah. Right. I think it's just called Tom Gordon, and it's based on a pitcher from the Red Sox and someone who's like a super fan of him. I believe. I could be terribly wrong, but who knows? It's a free podcast. Yeah, Misery. All right, so we got Misery, we got Shawshank, we got The Shining.
Yeah.
How are we rounding this out? And I want Kathy Bates up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As much as I love Sonny Corleone there,
that's
you know.
Right. I've never seen The Godfather, but that's a Godfather reference.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay. I'm not going to lambast you on not seeing The Godfather.
That's fine. I hope people are upset that I've never seen a movie that's fucking 40 years old. Fuck you. Who cares? Maybe someday I'll watch it.
So the final spot.
Yeah.
I think it either goes to Stand By Me.
Okay.
Or I sort of just really want Fred Gwynn's face on there.
Yeah, two you'd put from Pet Sematary. That's who you'd put.
Yeah.
You're not gonna put John Lithgow from the remake.
No.
No, the remake I did see in theaters with friends, and I remember having a lot of fun seeing it because I think I was with I remember having fun because I was with friends.
Yeah.
But it was not good, and I tried to watch it again. It doesn't really hold up. Okay, so we got.
But who would you put? Who would you put in that last spot?
Yeah, I mean, because I'd put Stand By Me 100%.
Yeah.
Pet Sematary, just like, I don't know, I like horror movies a lot. Like, we're just past the Halloween season as we record this. I watch a lot of horror movies. I always think about putting on Pet Sematary. I always think about putting on Carrie. Yeah. I never do. Like, in the past 10 years of watching horror movies every Halloween season, I never put those on. Stand By Me is a movie that I watch, like, sort of once a year, once every couple years. So I'd go Stand By Me, and I want to put young, dead River Phoenix.
I was going to say, it has to be River Phoenix if we're doing Stand By Me.
I think it should be River Phoenix. Absolutely, like, lost talent at such a young age.
Yeah.
So we're talking River Phoenix, we got Jack, we got Kathy Bates, and we got Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good Mount Rushmore.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
What are some other Stephen King movies that are like really just bad? I can't think of any. I think I had a further list. Let's see if we got any honorable.
I could name a couple.
What?
Well, so in my opinion, the last of the Frank Darabont Stephen King movies, The Mist, terrible.
Oh yes, The Mist is bad.
Very good ending in the terms of gut wrenching, but like
I agree.
Everything else is just so
I agree.
over the top.
And it would
be. And the CGI does not hold up.
The
in that
CGI
movie.
is so bad. It would be fun to get Pennywise up on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's worth it.
Maybe on the way home we do a bad Mount Rushmore.
Or what if we just had a mutated Mount Rushmore and we just put Pennywise up there?
Oh yeah, maybe stick it out. Tim Curry Pennywise.
Yes, yeah, 100%. Not fucking, no offense, Bill Skarsgård. Yeah. Did you know that Mount Rushmore was supposed to be a bigger monument?
Was it?
Yeah, in real life, Mount Rushmore is supposed to be a bigger monument. It is an unfinished statue. It was supposed to be their full bodies, I believe. And there's also a monument to Crazy Horse, who's a local Native American Indian in that area. I don't know if that one's been completed either. But it was like the same sort of like civil engineer art person that was going to make them both. I think we just do the traditional 4 heads that we mentioned.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we put Pennywise on a horse.
Yeah.
Just like the Crazy Horse statue out in the middle of North Dakota or whatever.
Yeah, but he's gonna be if he's gonna be on a horse, he's gonna be doing that pose that he does when he's sitting on the railing in the library and he goes wah-ha, wah-ha, wah-ha.
Yes, exactly. The same weird shot that is in Weapons essentially. Of Gladys in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. All right. We nailed it. Weapons is good now. Just like we never left.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
You just ignore the change in light and the change in
change in attitudes.
And the change in my hair.
Yeah, if I have bags under my eyes now. It was a long, stressful day. It was a good day.
It was good.
It was good.
I had fun.
I had fun too.
But I have fun all the time, so I shouldn't be the metric.
You make your own fun.
Exactly. Mike Holmes, 2019.
Do you think that's the first time you said it?
That's when you first said it to me.
First said it to you.
Yeah. Dude, 2019 was almost 10 years ago.
It's 6 years ago, so it's kind of a stretch.
You're rounding up. You round up with years.
Yeah, okay. I do round up with years. Did I tell you about how I tell everyone I'm 40?
No.
Did I tell you this?
No,
this is good. Okay. I'm 37.
Yeah.
Canonically, I'm 37.
Yeah.
I'm done telling people I'm 37. First of all, no one gives a fuck if you're 37, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the way I see it is I can get away with telling people I'm 40 for 5 years.
Okay.
From 37 to 42.
Okay, yeah.
Once I hit 43, I'm 45.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And then from 43 to 46, I'm 45.
Yeah.
Then when I hit 47, I'm 50.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing.
All right, fair enough.
I'm not telling people I'm in the middle anymore. I'm 40.
I acknowledge the strat. It seems like an optimal play.
Then I'm 45, then I'm 50, then I'm 55. You know what I mean? We don't want to go in the middle.
So I have a great uncle who always would say, Just wait until you hit 30. It starts going by fives.
Sure.
35,
sure.
40, 45,
yeah,
50.
Honestly, I wish I'd done it sooner.
Right? And then, but then he says, then once you hit 50, it starts coming by tens.
Oh.
50, 60, 70, 80. He's 93.
Oh my God, I was just going to ask you, how old is he?
He's 93
Hell yeah,
right
good
now.
for him.
So, at least I think he's 93. He's in his 90s for sure.
Yeah.
But that just reminded me of that. And in a way, you're almost using that same thought process, you know, to sort of make yourself younger and older at the same time.
Yeah, I'm 40. Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm just telling people I'm 40, and then when I'm 42, I'm still 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I get a good 5 years of just telling people I'm 40. You know? Oh, I'm 40. Whatever. So yeah, that's my strategy. Just make things a little bit easier for me.
Yeah, I mean, good for you, right?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. What else are we gonna talk about?
Oh, I don't know. I was trying to think of a topic today at work.
You came up with nothing?
Like, I don't know. I was trying to think of something that would synergize well with the. I feel like our best episodes are the ones that synergize well between the morning topic and the afternoon topic. So I was trying to think of stuff that would synergize well with.
What about some other good book adaptation movies?
Oh, that might be a fun exercise.
We can just talk about them.
All right, yeah. Well, all right. So first of all, cross out the easy ones, like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Right.
We talked about Harry Potter a lot of work today.
We did.
That
Harry Potter.
Bitch.
Yeah. Separate the art from the artist. Even if you don't really care for Harry Potter, the book series or the films, you at least have to acknowledge they're pretty damn good adaptations.
They're fine adaptations. Yeah, I still have my problems with them. I'm not excited at all about the new HBO thing. Yeah. But I was a kid that grew up with Harry Potter, very much like reading it.
Yeah.
And I think the books are way better than the movies.
For sure.
But yeah, what are some other ones? Jurassic Park comes to mind.
Yep. So, but
Michael Crichton has a few.
Jurassic Park.
Yep.
The movie and novel, rather different.
Yeah, there are a lot of differences. I mean, the beats are kind of the same.
Yeah, the core beats are, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like how distinct do you want to get with these sorts of things? You know what I mean? Like, good adaptation. What exactly does that mean, right?
Yeah, I think it's if it does the source material justice.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily need to be the same, right? Things can't be the same. Books are books and movies are movies.
Yeah.
Or video games are video games.
For sure,
right? Whatever you want to say for the source material. Certain things work in certain types of media and other things don't.
Yeah. So we were talking earlier today about Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Right? And Frankenstein, famously a book, one of the first true science fiction books.
Okay. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I feel like there has never been a good adaptation of Frankenstein.
I agree.
Right? The closest we came was in the 30s, which was almost 100 years ago. And even then, that was markedly different than the book.
Isn't there one with Robert De Niro?
Yeah. That one...
That's the one where he throws the girl in the pond?
Yeah, so that one, it like tries to... It has the same problem Bram Stoker's Dracula does.
Yes.
Which is, it tries to adhere very much to the plot points of the book, but then it inserts its own original story that is completely like at odds with the source material.
Yep.
And it's like,
not good.
What are we doing here? Well, we put in all that effort.
Right.
And now we're like 3 sheets to the wind with it.
3 sheets to the wind. Does that mean like you're drunk?
I don't know.
I think it does. I think that means you're like a little bit tipsy. 3 sheets to the wind.
Well, they might as well. They probably were fucking drunk when they made that movie.
Yeah. Well.
Same thing with fucking Coppola with Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
He was probably on a ton of different substances.
He probably was. Yeah, he probably was. The new Frankenstein, you haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't seen it. It's on my list of things to watch eventually.
Yeah. I think it's worth the watch. It's just so long, too. It's like 2.5 hours. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
See, when I saw the trailer for it, I was optimistic.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, wow, this is like, a lot of this is basically recreations of the scenes from the novel.
Yes.
Which I'm like, all right, that's cool. But your less than stellar review of it today has sort of made me be like, oh, maybe I'll not jump for joy.
It just kind of bored me incessantly. I don't know. I feel like I really went into it with an open mind and was like, oh, this would be fun. I like Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
I think Netflix sucks. I think Netflix is a bad production company.
Yeah.
And whenever they make things, I feel like everything looks the same. Like Stranger Things looks like Frankenstein, looks like whatever Adam Sandler movie they're putting out. Yeah. Those things shouldn't look the same. Frankenstein shouldn't look like Happy Gilmore 2.
I concur.
And it is like, it's just like, I feel like it was the studio that was like, no, things need to look a certain way.
We have
an aesthetic.
Yeah, that needs to be adhered to.
Yeah, but
like a brand aesthetic.
Yeah, like there's hardly any like shadowy, creepy. Yeah, I mean, there's some. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, like, there's cool costuming, and I do think there's like good acting in it. I think there are good parts. I think there are parts to appreciate, and I think like that is important. Movies are hard to make. Art is hard.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think there's credit that should be given, and people deserve credit for putting that movie together. But I literally finished watching it, and Jocelyn and I were like, what even happened? Like, I mean, obviously, you know, like things happened. It's the traditional Frankenstein story. You know, the monster is made, and like he goes through this.
Yeah, this whole learning process of what it means to be human, and then gets rejected by humanity and turns vengeful, and
like Victor has this relationship with his father, and it turns out he's a bad father to the monster.
Yep.
You know, like I did like that they opened with, which I guess this is kind of spoilery, but they do the thing that they do the same thing in the book where Dr. Frankenstein is telling the tale.
Yeah,
which I like that.
Does it start with him in the Arctic?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
I think that's cool too. Yes, I liked that. There were a lot of parts that I liked. But like I don't know, like the pacing. I felt like the pacing was not good, and the look was not. I was not a fan.
Oh, jeez.
And if you liked it, more power to you. I'm not saying that you shouldn't like it.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I don't have great taste. I love Adam Sandler and Survivor and Limp Bizkit. So I'm really not. I'm not really like the upper echelon of sophistication.
You're not exactly Mr. Highbrow.
No, not at all. Not that I'm saying I don't like highbrow stuff and I don't like fancy things.
Oh, for sure.
I have no problem being like, Adam Sandler's fucking hilarious, you know?
Yeah. I was telling somebody about this the other day. See, I don't really... I'm sure people will say to the contrary about me, but I really don't think I have like a bar, like, you know, like a highbrow like thing or something like that. I think what I really care most about nowadays, especially whenever I watch something, is how entertaining was this to me? You know what I mean?
Great metric. That's a great metric.
Right?
Love that.
So that's what I like to go by now.
Because it's so subjective.
It is subjective. It's very subjective. And you know, basically whatever I'm watching, whether it's a horror movie or an action movie or whatever. If it's a horror movie, I want to be creeped out and unnerved and have trouble falling asleep. Yeah. Right. If it's a comedy, I want to be laughing about it 3 hours from then.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And if it's an action movie, I want to be like, oh, that's so fucking sick.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it now. When I watch stuff, I used to be very judgmental of a lot of things because, you know, when let's face it, anybody who sort of gets into the filmmaker mindset, so to speak, when they're young, right? All of a sudden you come under the impression like you have to treat this stuff fucking super seriously.
Right.
And that's so not true.
No, it's not true.
Right? Not saying that you can't have serious movies and stuff like that. That's not what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you start to be like, I can't like this certain director.
Right, I can't write this type of thing. Yeah.
I used to be one of those people who would talk like mad trash about Michael Bay.
Yes.
Right?
Of course. Yes. Me too.
You know?
I was too.
But like, looking back on it.
Yeah. He makes some fun movies.
They were kind of entertaining a little bit, maybe.
Sure.
You know, I haven't seen them in a while, but that's my whole point is, now that I'm older and wiser, you know, if I could impart any wisdom onto people, it would be judge things by their own merit as they appeal to you.
Yes. Don't
worry so much about the popular opinion or what other people think about it or what your group thinks about it or whatever side of the aisle that you've separated yourself on in that big giant shopping mall, right? Just focus on, did you like it? That's what's most important.
I know that guy.
Oh, yeah?
Guy on that bike. Jason Nix.
You want to go back for him, see if he wants to do a guest spot?
Maybe, yeah. Man. Yeah, that guy's been to my house. Yeah, I totally agree. I think like a lot of the time, like when I was a kid, I was definitely like embarrassed about saying I liked something if my peers generally didn't like it, or vice versa. You do that thing where someone's like, "Oh, this was the best thing I ever saw," and you were like kind of middling on it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But you want to be like, you know, you want to fit in. Yeah. And I don't think there's any. I think it's better to just be like true to yourself in that regard, especially because I really do think art is so subjective in all regards, and it doesn't mean that you're like a bad person if you like Michael Bay, or like you don't have good taste if you like Michael Bay. Yeah. Someone and someone can disagree with you, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, there's just like so much out there these days too, and like it's just you're sort of inundated by media, and we don't consume things the same way that we used to, you know, like water cooler talk like isn't really even a thing anymore, you know?
No, not really.
Like we're not all watching the same sitcom on Thursday night.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not all
the days of like everybody gathers around and talks about the latest episode of The Office or Friends is no longer
phenomenon
really a thing.
Sort of thing, you know? Like, oh, holy cow, did we all like? I know still some big like tentpole movies come out. Yeah. Maybe one or two a year. You know? That it's like, oh, have you seen? But it still seems way more few and far between than it was. Like, think about when Titanic came out.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Everyone saw Titanic. And even like Avatar, you know, is sort of a, I mean, obviously it's also James Cameron. Yeah. But you think of this like big movie like Avatar, and it's just like, well, I don't even think everyone saw Avatar, even though it's huge.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of holding on to things like hours after, I heard that James Cameron's wife watched Fire and Ice. That's the new Avatar. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Fire and Ash. So. Fire and Ash.
Yeah.
And I heard someone say that she cried for 4 hours afterwards.
Oh my goodness.
What the hell is that all about?
That's a little excessive.
4 hours? The movie's not even that long.
Yeah.
You cried for longer than the movie was after the movie?
Yeah, I see. This is when like I start to. You ever hear about like how like at Cannes Film Festival or shit like that?
Oh,
they give movies like a 2-hour standing ovation.
What the? Dude, sit the fuck down,
dude. There's no way in hell. I don't believe it. I simply don't believe it. There's no way in hell that people stood up and clapped like circus seals for 2 fucking hours.
I know. Well, I think the thing is like one time, like 10 years ago, there was like an 11-minute standing ovation, and then they had to like up it every time. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, we watched, you know, fucking some new Ari Aster movie, and we stood up for longer afterwards than the movie was. No, that's insane.
Yeah, like that. It's just comical.
It is comical. The world is a farce.
Yeah.
All right.